Real quick, just want to say this video is not intended for kids. The Sims 4 is rated T for teen and it uses graphic mods. Hello, Rose8767 here, bringing you another episode of The Sims 4 Danganronpa Dead End Hotel.
You can't tell me the deck is stacked. You can't whisper behind my back. You can't show me how the odds are up against me all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes. Oh, now I'm rising, and you can't bring me down. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. And my feet have come too far for you to tie them to the ground. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going at and turn it back around. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me. All the blood, sweat, and sacrifice. Oh, I paid the dearest price. There no shortcuts here for destiny. I'll take the long way proud. Oh, I know what I've earned, and now it's my turn to light in the fuse, let it burn.
So, Betty has an announcement for us now that the trial is starting. Hello. Everybody report to the third floor of the parking garage structure for the trial, as we will be beginning the trial for the murder of Reese Whitlock. Is everybody here? Good. So, a few ground rules for the new trial. Obviously, there's the murder victim this time was Reese Whitlock. The blackened, or the murderer, is to be investigated and found out at this trial. If the blackened is found out, then they will receive punishment, which is execution. But if you cannot find out who done it, then I shall punish everyone besides the blackened. And the mistrials that I mentioned last time basically go as such. A mistrial is when you deliberately choose to not vote for the guilty party, even though you have discovered who it is. The mistrial will lead to the person living amongst you. However, if a mistrial happens, one of your family members or loved ones will be executed in their place. So, if, say, Joanna was the murderer this time, and she got away with it, but you had a mistrial, Joanna's loved ones would be murdered. Got it? Good. Wait, so basically if we have a mistrial, our loved ones will be forced to take part in their own execution if we know they're guilty and don't execute them? Pretty much. Interesting. Good to know. Well, now that begins, let us start the trial. So Monokuma, what's with the new sculptures? Well, I have to represent people in a way that fits them. The sand snowman is because, well, she was a mermaid. Yusan was a mermaid. The Atlas statue is because Reese was kind of buff. And the Mothery statue is because Well, it's because in the end, Lauren was still looking out for her children. And we're basically going to get something like that every time every time somebody dies. Pretty much. Alright, so I'd like to suggest we start off with the obviousness of what was a murder weapon. Clearly, an animal did this, so I don't know why we're here. It can't be an animal. If it was an animal, we wouldn't be here. I examined the body, and it had all the key signs of an animal attack. I can't imagine how on earth it would be anybody in among us at this point. I wasn't there, so I kind of missed out what happened. I was feeling sick and went home. What exactly was the situation? Well, Reese was kind of mauled by some kind of vicious animal. I'm no expert, but it looked to me like a wolf attack. Wolves don't live on islands. I know a thing or two about that geology and about geography and whatnot to know that there are no wolves on islands like this. Well, I hate to state the obvious here, but Batty's been looking for a supposed amulet that he stole from Lauren, and it needed to be get returned to him by a full moon. Last night was a full moon. Persephone, you're not seriously suggesting a werewolf killed Reese? A werewolf? That's kind of out there, don't you think? I know, but hear me out. A full moon, some kind of special amulet that belonged to Lauren. And let's not forget that there were people who were specifically unaccounted for during the time of the events that Reese was murdered. So the unaccounted for people would have been Dorian and Danger, right? Can you please just call me Daniel? Danger was a nickname that my mom gave me. You've never actually explained why your mother named you Danger and not when your name was Daniel. Come to think of it, no, he's never explained that. Mm-hmm. Here's a thought. What if Danger is a Daniel is a serial killer, and that's why his mom calls him that? Serial killer? I mean, I know we established it looked like an animal attack, but what if that was the point? What if it's supposed to look like an animal attack? What if Danger is actually a psychotic serial killer and his method of killing is to look like animal attacks? I kind of believe that. I mean, and even if it's not Danger, the fact that we are pinning it on a werewolf, that's a little much, isn't it? We're in a universe where mermaids and vampires exist. How is that a little much? That's a fair point. Just a thought, but, Quira, your mother was the wife of the ultimate collector, right? And she used to collect a lot of things. Any chance they collected anything of the macabre or the occult type? Now that you mention it, the reason my mother and father divorced is because my father was an avid collector of the occult, and he had my sire, who the vampire who turned me, Eva Darksoul, who was his classmate. Instead of choosing to collect her, he had her turn me into a vampire so that he could have a vampire in his collection. And then also, if I recall, Yusan's child was also part of his, not officially, but part of his collection, if I remember from my memories that weren't completely erased. Yusan had 2 children, not just one. She had a daughter and a son. The son Yusan kept, but the daughter, McKenna, was actually slightly part of my father's collection because he lacked a mermaid. But he collected everything of cult-wise, from vampires to mermaids to aliens to witches to werewolves. You say werewolves? Quira, just out of curiosity, did your father have a werewolf in his collection? I want to answer that, but I would be hurting someone I care about. I think you said enough. So, if he had his daughter turned into a vampire, does that mean he had his son turned into a werewolf for his collection? Queer, answer me this. Did your mother and father divorce because your father was experimenting on his own children for his personal collection? Yes. Queera, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, Daniel. I don't want to die. Queera, tell us exactly what's going on. To put it in short version, my father had me turned into a vampire and had Danger turned into a werewolf. My mother divorced him because of this, and has been calling Daniel Danger for the last 3 years because of it. Wait, so your brother's a werewolf? Ha! There's my werewolf theory. Queera, shut up! I'm sorry, Danger, but if it's between everyone else and our loved ones and choosing you, I'm sorry. And it's not like you can control it either. Even if we let you live, even if we were to let you live, you would still, at the next full moon, one of us would still die. So basically, us all being locked up together, danger is a danger to all of us. Well, that was probably the shortest class trial ever. Okay, but here's the thing. That's why I was getting the amulet from Batty, because it can prevent the changes from happening. The only reason I changed last night, and yes, I'm totally admitting that this happened, and I would prefer we do a mistrial over this, because yes, it happened. I did, in fact, change, and unfortunately that means I probably killed Reese, and I didn't want to, but that's what probably happened. In fact, this is probably how it played out. So this is what happened. That amulet that that amulet that Batty was curious about. Apparently, Lauren and Danger are not as normal as they appear to be. Instead, like Quira, they too are occults. In fact, they're a dangerous occult that we've basically been stuck with for this entire time. And now that the full moon is here, it has been exposed that Danger is in fact a werewolf. And that is why his mother so affectionately referred to him as Dangerous this entire time, because the poor man was a werewolf since birth. And so even though his birth name was in fact Daniel, this entire time he had been a werewolf. So, while the motive of space travel did not come into play, there was indeed a murder. And the murder was not planned. Instead, it was a spur-of-the-moment type thing. Wrong place, wrong time type of situation. See, Daniel, or Danger, had basically turned into a werewolf. See, the thing is, in his werewolf form, looking for the closest food source, Danger was running around. Now, Reese had picked out a cute garden spot, but he saw the bridge from where he was standing and left another note for Dorian's, thinking, "This bridge is really pretty. I wanna do this there. I'll make another proposal, be all romantic." What he was not expecting was to run into a now werewolf Danger. He proceeded to snarl at Reese and intimidate him before actually murdering him. After having his grand feast, Danger fled into the night. So yes, I freely admit that I'm a werewolf and I've more than likely killed Reese. In fact, it's probably absolutely sure that I killed Reese. But it wasn't like I was trying to not prevent this from happening. Batty stole back the amulet that I took, that Lauren had to help me with my changes. I was going to take it from her after the class trial, but Batty stole it first. Wait, so we could have prevented this? Well, yes, but, this is more fun this way. Seriously? So you basically forced us into this situation because you knew we probably weren't going to commit a murder unless somebody made a move like this. To be honest, after what happened with Lauren, probably nobody would have committed a murder if it weren't for him taking my freaking amulet. You're gonna pin it on me? You're the monster here. It's not like he can control it. Well, anyway, we've clearly established who the murderer is, so let's get on with the voting. Can we just have a mistrial instead? I mean, we could, but you would still I'm not giving back the amulet. I destroyed it, so you would still kill someone the next time, and next time there's a full moon, and this game would continue to be a issue where we go to a trial and it's clearly you. Well, if the amulet's not in the picture anymore, I don't really think we have a choice. I vote for Danger. I'm sorry, let me be respectful. I vote for Daniel. I vote for Daniel as well. Danger, Daniel, whatever, I vote for him. Danger. I vote for Danger as well. I vote for Danger. He killed my freaking husband. I vote for Danger. Yeah, I vote for Danger as well. Same, I vote for the werewolf. Wow, guys, seriously? I vote for Queera because she outed me like this. Sorry, bro. I vote for Danger. I mean, Daniel. I also vote for Danger, or Daniel, or whatever. The werewolf guy. That's great. So now we won't have a mistrial this particular time. So good news. Danger Coffey, or Daniel Coffey, has been found guilty of the murder of Reese Whitlock. I prepared an extra special punishment. It's punishment time. Wait, guys, seriously, there's gotta be a way. Like, I can probably control it, please. And just like that, the room that Danger, or Daniel Coffey, would die in had appeared. It was quite macabre-ish looking, with scarier, more occultic objects. Not happy with this outcome, Danger let out a few last words that were quite profanity-inducing.
Bolingo.
And just like that, Danger, or Daniel Coffey, had been dragged into the abyss, into some kind of a void or abyss, probably dragged to hell of some kind. Wow, that is quite a way to go. So, gone forever, and gone forever. Yeah. And unfortunately, that's going to be it for me, my beautiful lovelies. I will see you all in the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I shall see you soon. Bye! I want to thank you all for watching once again. I know I don't post as much as I used to. The videos are unfortunately going to be a little sporadic in uploads because of the fact that I do work a day job as a bridal consultant, but thank you all for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and I will try to post as often as I can.